Hey you guys, we are back with another video. My name is Gavin, and today we're going to be reviewing Bride of Chucky. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to be ranking the Chucky movies. I call them Chucky movies personally because they're not all named Child's Play. So yeah, and honestly, I think this is going to be a ton of fun to do them. The thing is, I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from Chucky for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to go back into Chucky. I have like 3 more films left. I've reviewed all the Child's Play movies, and I just watched Bride Chucky, and that's what we're going to be reviewing today. Also, I'm going to be ranking 40 horror films with my buddy Tufts Reviews. Check him out. He's a pretty good YouTuber. He loves horror, probably more than I do, honestly. And I think it's just a ton of fun. It's going to be fun to review these movies, because it's going to be fun watching these movies for the first time, because I haven't seen these movies ever, except for now. I just started watching them, and this is the first movie, the Child's Play movie, without Annie Barkley, which is probably one of my favorite horror characters of all time. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So starting with the good, this is by far, out of all of the Child's Play / Chucky movies I've seen so far, this is by far the most entertaining out of all of them. I think it's a ton of fun. Chucky is going full Chucky, even though in the sequel he was going Chucky, but he's still scary. In this film, he's just going with that humor. There's a lot of funny stuff where he types the B word, which you guys probably, some of you guys probably say it, but I just this is a family friendly channel, so I'm not gonna say it. Well, anyways, he types it in, and then it says, "Meet, you misspelled woman," and there's funny scenes like that. That's pretty hilarious, and it's just like, it goes for just some very fun humor. Jennifer Tilly, she's a ton of fun in this movie, and she's really fun as Tiffany. I like her. It's a lot more of Tiffany's story than Chucky's, if you think about it. It's her character. It's about her quite a good bit, and she's a ton of fun. She's a ton of fun to banter with Chucky, and they have all this banter. And the humor, it works really well. There's a lot of references. Like, there's a Pinhead reference where there's like these nails that like go in this guy's face, and then Chucky says, why does that look so familiar? And like, there's funny scenes like that, and there's a little bit of pop culture references with hints, like there's one with Michael, there's one with Jason, and there's little hints like that are really cool to see in this film, and it makes you a little bit more fan. It makes you like kind of like indulge in these pop culture references, and doesn't go too far with the gore in this film. Which is shocking for a Chucky movie. Like, of course, Chucky movies haven't been tons and tons of blood. Like the first, Child's Play the remake, it had a lot of blood, but they have like about a medium size. It's not like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a lot of films where they just go for it. In this film, it's like they took a little bit of backburner on the gore and focused on the comedy and the kills, which is it's a ton of fun to see. Then there's actually a lot of cool kills in this movie. There's a scene where she like grabs something. I forgot what it is, but it's like a wine bottle or something like that, and she chucks it at like the ceiling, which is full of glass, and then falls down. That's a ton of fun. There's a scene where he takes like a lighter and the gas and the car blows up. There's a lot of cool scenes in this movie, and I really do. It's so fun. Like, Chucky is one light as best in this film. Tiffany's a ton of fun. Now, moving on to the bad of the movie, it's the couple. Like, they're the only bad thing I have to say about this movie. I have a couple other, but this is the main thing. Is the couple. It's this whole Romeo and Juliet. It's like Romeo and Juliet mixed with the Sugarland Express. It doesn't work, and it feels out of place. It feels like an excuse for them to get to the amulet, and it just doesn't. It's just not interesting, and it doesn't work for me because I just don't like them. They're kind of annoying. And the thing is that the other human character, the guy who's like friends with them, he was actually pretty good. I liked him, and then they killed him off in like, I don't know, the first 2/3 of the movie, and he's barely on screen. It's just like, come on, he was so fun. Why do you have to kill the good human characters? Yeah, that I didn't like. And there's just scenes like that that's just like, you just really hate them. There's some really pretty cheesy romance stuff with Chucky and Tiffany. It's sort of funny, but it's not funny, and you can tell it's unintentionally laughs, because there's this whole sex scene with Chucky and Tiffany with dolls, which is something I don't want to experience. I don't want to have to experience watching ever again. And it's really weird. Doesn't make any sense. And it's not funny. It's just weird and gross. And there's some pretty cheesy scenes like that just do not work for me overall. And the whole thing with Tiffany changing, just like saying we both deserve to be dead, it's just like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, you have to be that cheesy. And the whole thing where Chucky throws the knife in his back and he still lives. How did you survive? There's no way, and he's not even in any pain. It's just like, I'm big strong man. Guess what? I survive everything. Ha 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 ha. And that just didn't work for me. It's just, overall, I'd say the movie, it's like a B+. I'd say it's solid. It's a very, very good Chucky movie. It's probably the most entertaining out of all the 5 that I've seen so far. But it's just, it just had some issues. And honestly, it probably would have been number 1 if they took out the Romeo and Juliet plotline. At the very least, it would be in the top 3. But I just can't love this movie when there's so many things that really do hold this film back for me. So yeah, guys, that is the ranking. Make sure to like that. That's not the ranking. That's the review. Make sure to like, subscribe. This is my longest Chucky review. This is my longest so far. And I guess I had a lot to say about this film. Yeah, guys, that is me. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'm taking a little bit of break from Chucky. I'm gonna watch some other horror films for the ranking in July, but I'm definitely gonna go back to Chucky in a couple weeks, and I'm gonna finish that up because it's a ton of fun. I love these films, and I haven't seen a bad Chucky movie. Well, then again, I have to watch Chucky, and I'm not excited for that. But yeah, the CM's People ranking is coming soon. I just gotta watch the post. It's gonna happen. I promise you guys. But yeah, guys, that was the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep talking movies.